Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Investigamer, and welcome to all those of you who've come over from the Amazing Atheist channel. For those of you unaware, I just put out a video with the help of TJ and his brother Scotty on the Amazing Atheist channel, where I analyze everything that's been going on with the Gamergate issue, why you should care, and why it's a big deal. That video is right here. It's about 15 minutes long, kind of on the long side, but it's got a lot of laughs and a lot of great information, and lots of sources in the description for articles and stuff that you might be interested in. So check that out if you have any interest in what's been going on in gaming lately. For this video, I'm going to be looking over some comments that I got on that video, some critiques, some criticisms that have been leveled at me. First one is from P. Happy Feet. Okay, 4 minutes in, I'm out, but I have something to say. Who the fuck cares? How does any of this matter to each individual gamer? Most of my friends and I don't even go to review sites, and what's a good or bad game is determined by word of mouth within the gaming community. I think this is important. You know, you may think that no one goes and reads review sites or gaming news or whatever, but the fact is, people do. People do watch reviews, especially video reviews. They've been particularly popular in the past few years. I've had people actually leave me comments saying that they bought a game because I said it was good and because I analyzed it and told people why I think it's good. And they went and played it and they came back and said, yeah, that was an awesome game, man. Thanks for that. And so when I get comments like that, I feel the need to be as objective as I can. I feel the need to have a code of ethics and standards so that I don't misrepresent the game, so that I don't lead people on and then they buy a shitty game and they say to me, shit, that was bad. Why did you say it was good? I feel the need to do that, and these people should feel the need to do the same thing, to not misreport what's been going on, to not lie about things, to not be inaccurate, to not be inobjective and partial. You know, they shouldn't be having sex with the people that they're writing about. That's just unethical. It muddies their thinking and makes them report on something that otherwise might not be newsworthy, or makes them spin it a certain way that they otherwise wouldn't. It's just bad journalism. Plain and simple. And when it's going on this level, when so many journalists, over 14 major sites, are involved in this shit, that's a big deal. You know, there's corruption in journalism in other places, in, you know, movies and news on the TV, but not on this level. Unlike most people on here, I actually have empathy for Zoe. Nobody should have to feel unsafe because of some cunt holes threatening them and their family. Even if it's a minority, it does put an awful image. The people on 4chan and Reddit are fucking pitiful about this shit. I agree, we should not be harassing people. We should not be doxing them. We shouldn't be sending them, you know, death threats and shit. But honestly, there wasn't as much harassing as people are making it out to be. And in fact, when Zoe's game first came out, before all this Gamergate stuff happened, she faked a harassment. She pretended that an entire site was harassing her when in fact it was like one guy who was doing it for the purpose of getting a reaction. And in fact, that site decried that person. They weren't involved at all. You know, the people on that site weren't even on the same spectrum. So this woman has lied about being harassed in the past, and in fact, Anita Sarkeesian's done the same thing. And now we're supposed to assume it's correct, that they're being harassed constantly, they're being run out of their own homes, we're supposed to believe them now? And even if the harassment is real, I think you shouldn't just dismiss that it is a minority. I think that is an important point to be made. These people are on the radar for hundreds of thousands of people. There are hundreds of thousands of views in the videos talking about this whole conspiracy thing. So if a few people out of those hundreds of thousands of people are doing it, it's not as big of an issue as people think. The harassment, I mean. You know, I don't think we should make that a reflection on all gamers. We should say not to do that. Yes, we should tell gamers don't be doing that, but I honestly don't think that this is a gamer issue. I think this is a few asshole issue, if you know what I mean. Funny thing is, I agree with basically everything, but the blatant hypocrisy of bitching about game reviewers being biased, while completely obviously having the agenda of bashing social justice warriors and preventing them from radically changing the games you love, is enough to make me believe I should change my agreement with you. So because I'm going about this in a way you don't feel comfortable with, you would stop agreeing with the points I'm making. Fair enough, I guess, but I will say this, in that video, I didn't really do a lot of feminist bashing. That's like a 15-minute video, and maybe like a minute, 2 minutes were, me bashing them, kind of, talking about how their arguments are invalid, whatever. But I mostly tried in that video to focus on the real problem, which is corrupt journalism. The feminists will have their day in court later. I will make a video addressing their bullshit. But the fact of the matter remains, corrupt journalism is the real problem here. What a twat. Get rid of this guy. Holy fuck, look at that scarf. You're passionate about games for almost your whole life? Wow, who the fuck isn't? That makes you qualified as fuck to talk about shit. Well, I'm talking about video games. And I said that I've been playing them my whole life, and I've made hundreds of videos about them over the course of multiple channels, and I've gone to, several conventions to talk to people about it and watch panels about it and get involved in this shit. I've been a part of the gaming industry for a long time. I talk to PR representatives, I talk to, indie game devs. I have several indie game devs on my friends list, and I know them in person, so yeah, I have a lot of experience with this stuff, and there's two ways to gain skill and understanding of something. It's either A, go to college and learn about it, not really something you can do with gaming, or B, there's actual experience, being in the field, learning through experience, learning through doing stuff. And that's most of what I've done. I mean, this is common knowledge, is it not? Am I wrong? So whatever. And secondly, the scarf? What's wrong with this? This is a PAX 10-year anniversary scarf. I'm just showing my support for PAX. Woo! I love PAX. I won't be wearing this often, but this red color, it really tied that video together. Kind of like the rug tied the room together in The Big Lebowski. Everyone should just stop this feminist bashing. I have some really good films with feminists in them. Every girl should try feminism at least once. You may like it. I got my girlfriend and her best friend to try it after a few beers. Oh, it was the best thing ever. That comment made me uncomfortable. If you gamers are serious about putting a stop to this and holding these fake journalists accountable, then you need to get serious. How? By boycotting Kotaku, Polygon, and every other tech and gaming site that attacks gamers. I actually agree with you. That is a legitimate solution to the problem. I think it could possibly work. We just look at the primary sites who've been involved in this bullshit, specifically Kotaku. They're, the main ones. They have a laundry list of offenses, but there's a few others. We just look at these sites and choose the ones that are, the biggest offenders, and just stop going to them. Stop going to their articles, stop watching their videos, just don't get involved in them at all. Starve them out. Stop giving them ad revenue. And eventually they'll have to either change their ways or shut down. Either one is good for me. God damn it, more good can be done by simply ignoring SJWs. Read what they have to say if you feel you must, but attention is the worst thing you can give them. However, once you reply to them in the positive or negative, it gives them verification that what they are doing is right, when really it is just garbage. Well, this doesn't really pertain to the whole journalism thing, which is the main issue here, but I still feel like, I understand where you're coming from. That was actually my stance a few days ago before I realized how far-reaching this was. But at this point, so many journalists are on their side that we kind of need to get involved. Otherwise, we're just going to have this vast range of media that reports only their side. And if we don't show them, hey, we don't agree with this shit, hey, what you're doing is wrong, hey, you need to report both sides of the issue, then we'll never get a word in edgewise. And that's a problem. We will be giving them some notoriety, we'll be giving them some views, we'll be making some people aware of their message and whatever. But ultimately, I think if we just press the issue and let these journalism sites know that we are serious, that eventually the truth will come out. People will eventually pick the correct side. They will realize this stuff is bullshit. As much as it pains me to give these people attention, it's an issue important enough for me to give them attention. Sorry. I think I covered all the subjects that I wanted to in terms of the comments that I got. I'll keep reading the comments and see if more stuff comes up that I'd like to address. If you have something that I didn't address in this video that you would like me to talk about, please let me know in the comment section below. I will look at it and I will respond to it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy my videos to come. I got a new spotlight coming out this Tuesday, which is tomorrow. No pressure. And hopefully a review by this Thursday. So I will see you guys later. Never trust the crowd, only the investigation.